Greetings to all you wise people out there. Welcome to ManWise, the channel where we cultivate wisdom, share knowledge, and offer advice to men from all walks of life. Our mission is to foster understanding and empathy, to enhance the quality of relationships, and to promote respect for all individuals, no matter your age or background. There's always room for growth and enlightenment. Today, we delve into an emotionally charged topic: why a man should never hit his partner. Let's travel back in time to when our protagonist, John, was a young, impressionable man. John was born into a family of humble beginnings where kindness was valued over wealth, and respect was ingrained in him from his earliest days. His parents, simple folks with hearts as large as the ocean, instilled in him the importance of treating everyone with dignity and courtesy, regardless of their gender, age, or social standing. John carried these values throughout his life as they shaped his interactions and relationships. He was known for his respect towards others, his humility, and his unyielding belief in equality. He was a man who believed in love and kindness, not just in words, but in actions. When he met Maria, it was as if two souls destined to be together had finally found each other. Their love story was the kind that could make poets envious. Their relationship was built on trust, mutual respect, and an understanding that transcended the ordinary. Maria wasn't just his partner, she was his confidant, his best friend, his safe haven. John treated Maria with the same respect he was taught to give everyone. He would often say, "Love and respect go hand in hand. You cannot claim to love someone and not respect them." He valued Maria's opinions, encouraged her dreams, and was always there to support her, just as she was for him. Their relationship was a testament to their shared belief in equality and mutual respect. They were a team, always facing life's challenges together. It was a relationship where voices were heard, dreams were shared, and respect was a constant. John was the epitome of a man who understood the importance of respecting his partner, of never resorting to physical violence, of always treating her with the love and kindness she deserved. He was a man who believed in the power of words, not fists. But life, as we know it, is unpredictable. Often it throws curveballs that test our character and our beliefs. And John's life was no exception. Everything seemed perfect until one fateful night. The night was young, but the argument was old. John and his partner were embroiled in a heated dispute, their words like sparks in a dry forest, each one igniting a new flame. It was an argument they'd had before, a well-worn path their relationship had stumbled down far too often. The same points were made, the same accusations flung, and the same emotions stoked to a fever pitch. In the midst of this verbal battleground, a moment of anger surged within John like a tidal wave, overwhelming his better judgment. His fury morphed into a physical manifestation, his hand moving almost of its own volition. And then there was a sound, a harsh slap, echoing in the room, followed by a deafening silence. The realization hit John like a cold slap of water, jolting him out of his anger-induced stupor. The horror of what he'd just done washed over him. He had crossed a line, a boundary that should never be breached, a sacred covenant shattered in an instant. The shock mirrored in his partner's eyes mirrored his own disbelief. Regret clawed at him, a sharp and insistent reminder of his disgraceful act. He'd allowed a moment of anger to dictate his actions, to overrule his respect, his love. He'd stooped to a level he never thought himself capable of descending to. His partner looked at him, the hurt in her eyes far deeper than the physical sting. John could see the trust, once solid as bedrock, crumbling away. The regret was immediate, gnawing at his conscience, but it was too late. The damage was done. The room felt colder, the atmosphere heavy with unsaid words and unshed tears. The echo of his slap seemed to linger, a ghostly reminder of the unfortunate incident. John could only stand there, his heart pounding in his chest, his mind a whirl of regret and self-reproach. In an instant, everything changed, and all that was left was the deafening silence and the haunting echo of a decision that could never be undone. The morning light brought a harsh reality. John woke up to a world that was no longer the same. The sun shone in through the window, but the warmth it once brought was now replaced by a cold, chilling emptiness. The echoes of the previous night's unfortunate incident were still ringing in his ears, the silence in the room screaming louder than any words could. Now, it wasn't just about the physical act, it was about the emotional trauma that followed. It was about the trust that was broken, the relationship that was damaged. It was about the look in her eyes, the fear, the disappointment, the hurt. It was about the words left unsaid, the love lost, the dreams shattered. John had always been a man of good character, respected by his peers, loved by his family. But in one regrettable moment of losing control, he had managed to tarnish his own image in his own eyes. The mirror reflected back a man he no longer recognized. He wasn't just dealing with the aftermath of his actions on his partner, but also the impact it had on his own mental health. The guilt, the shame, the regret, it all weighed heavy on his heart. He felt trapped in his own mental prison, sentenced to a life of self-loathing. The walls of his home were closing in on him, the very same walls that once echoed with laughter and love. His relationship, once a source of joy and comfort, was now a reminder of his failure. The woman he loved, the woman he vowed to protect and cherish, was now a victim of his momentary anger. He had broken the trust, the very foundation of their relationship. Repairing it wasn't going to be easy, if at all possible. His actions had not only affected their present, but also cast a dark shadow on their future. The dreams they had dreamt together, the life they had planned, it all seemed like a distant memory now. The path ahead was unclear, filled with uncertainty, and John was left navigating through the debris of his broken promises. In the aftermath of his actions, he'd lost more than he had ever imagined. He had lost a part of himself, a part of his life, a part of his love. He was left with a bitter taste of reality, a painful reminder of his actions. The cost of a moment's anger was a lifetime of regret. John learned the hard way that actions have consequences, and sometimes those consequences can be life-altering. Every story has a lesson, and this one is no different. Our tale, the tale of John, is a stark reminder of the significance of self-control, respect, and non-violence in a relationship. It's a lesson we must all absorb, not just to avoid the same pitfalls, but to foster healthier, more compassionate relationships. John's story tells us that anger and frustration, though natural human emotions, should never be an excuse to harm another person, especially someone we claim to love. It's crucial to remember that everyone has the right to be treated with dignity and respect. It's a simple principle, but one that's often forgotten. In the heat of the moment, a relationship is a partnership, a mutual agreement to support, respect, and cherish one another. It's a commitment to navigate life's ups and downs together, not a license to inflict harm when things don't go as planned. This brings us to the importance of self-control. It's easy to let emotions take the reins, but it's crucial to have control over them rather than let them control us. It's about taking a step back, taking a deep breath, and reminding ourselves of the consequences our actions may have. It's about choosing to walk away instead of escalating the situation. And then there's non-violence. Non-violence isn't just about not causing physical harm, it's about not causing emotional or psychological harm as well. It's about understanding that words can hurt just as much as, if not more than, physical blows. It's about cultivating a relationship environment that's free of fear and intimidation. In a world that often equates strength with aggression, it's crucial to understand that true strength lies in restraint. It's about having the power to harm but choosing not to. It's about understanding that respect and kindness are the true markers of a strong individual. So let's learn from John's story. Let's remember that hitting a partner is never acceptable. Regardless of the circumstances, let's strive to be better, to do better for ourselves and for our partners. Remember, real strength lies in restraint, not aggression. John's story is a grim reminder of the consequences of physical violence in a relationship. It's not just a tale of one man's downfall, but a wake-up call for all, underscoring the value of non-violence, respect, and self-control. Remember, it's the strength of character, not the might of your fist, that defines a man. A relationship is built on mutual respect and understanding. It's about navigating through life's challenges together, not creating them for each other. Violence, under no circumstance, should find a place in a relationship. It's not a solution, but the beginning of a problem that often spirals out of control, leaving behind a trail of regret and sorrow. So let's choose respect over aggression, understanding over conflict, and love over violence. Let's be the better man every single day. We hope you take this message to heart. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Man Wise for more such insights. Stay wise, stay respectful.